coming on to like the music stuff a little bit, because I know that you you obviously known for being a big metaler nowadays. Like, have you always been really into your music? Like, when you were a kid, did you listen to music a lot when you were a kid? What were you listening to at the time? And, obviously you're known for listening to metal with your Metal Mac Attack playlist?
Yep, Metal Mac Attack.
Yeah. So, like, do you listen to other music in your, like, other genres of music in your downtime? Like, what do you listen to when you're in your car or with your missus,
Yeah, I've always been into music. Always. I remember as a kid, a lot of I was into a lot of the classic rock bands who were popular at the time. I mean, you name it. All the, like, the whatever it was. It could have been the Allman Brothers, ZZ Top, Deep Purple, Blue Oyster Cult, all of those,
Leonard Skinner?
What's that? Leonard Skinner. All of it. I loved all that stuff. And you know who I was a big fan of? The Who. The Who was my band when I was an early teen. I mean, I know still to this day every lyric, every song, every album, that kind of stuff. I mean, I was a fan. When I was 13, I bought an album at a yard sale for $0.25, and I still have this album. I bought it in 1979, bought it in 1979, and it was the Black Sabbath Paranoid album.
Nice.
And
man.
I still have it. It's downstairs. Yeah, it's all raggedy. Amazing. It's nasty. So that was a turning point, in music for me. Then I started getting into, the big British metal scene, the Judas Priest, the Iron Maiden, the Black Sabbath, that kind of stuff. I was like, wow. In 1984, I was also listening to hair bands, because then the hair bands emerged. So all the LA scene, I was like, oh my God, I love this. I love Rat and Motley Crue.
Rat. Yeah, shout out Rat.
So good. Yeah, so good. And then in 1984, it came out in 1983, but I bought it in 1984, Kill 'Em All by Metallica.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. So it just kind of morphed, it just kind of morphed and grew, and now I was so into it. You had to go to music stores and get music magazines. You had to research, It wasn't like, because mainstream radio wasn't playing this stuff.
Yeah.
So you had to do some research. It wasn't like you could just get on your brain slug, your supercomputer that fits in your hand and look up music. But still to this day, what I listen to, I am primarily a metalhead. I still love, though, all of the classics, I mean, like Ian Gillan, Child in Time.
Yeah.
I played that for my son recently because he's big into music. He's going to school for music education and music theory. And I said, you got to check out this voice from the 70s. This is Ian Gillan singing Child in Time. And for those of you who haven't heard that one, find that and crank it up. Deep Purple, Child in Time. Wow. I mean, that is a voice, And that's before any auto-tune and a lot of studio magic. But, the other thing, like Van Halen, when that came out, I think it was 1981 the first time I heard Van Halen. And I was like, what? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
But I could remember every milestone, in music. But when I'm in my car with my wife, we have kind of common ground, just harder rock and roll. That kind of thing.
So she's not quite into quite as much of the extreme metal as you, but there's that in the middle
she
stuff.
She likes a lot of, like, like Lamb of God, for instance. If we're talking metal, she likes Lamb of God. She loves Judas Priest, for instance. She loves it. I mean,
still going strong.
Yeah, right. Still. Yeah. It's amazing. Rob Halford's like 74 years old. He's the coolest gay guy on the planet, man.
Yeah, he is, man. He is, definitely. Yeah. Most down-to-earth guy as well. He gets saw a documentary with him, and he was wearing like Lonsdale is sort of like a boxing brand in the UK, but it's known to be quite like cheap. And there's these shops in the UK called Sports Direct, and to be honest, they're considered like quite like low rent. Like it's like every like poor kid goes and gets his like local like tracksuit from Sports Direct, and he's like still just kitted out in like like a Sports Direct clothes that she probably bought for like a couple of quid down the road. It's like, dude, you're one of the biggest metal frontmans on the planet, but so down to earth. I bet like when he's back in Birmingham, I bet he goes to the same pub that his dad went to when he was a kid, and that it's just legend.
You know it. Yeah,
Legend.
I love those.
Yeah.
I love the whole the community in metal. The community. Yeah. I know a lot of people, big names in the metal world, only because mostly just through the interwebs. I mean, they follow me. They follow me.
Cool,
big metal names. Which is cool. Because
I mean, I'm not surprised.
It's an attitude,
I can imagine,
man. It's a metal attitude that they understand. It's not that I'm cranking metal during workouts. They just love it's a metal attitude that I share with them.
I completely agree, and I think that's with me being a metalhead as well. I think that's one of the little pieces of the puzzle, which is why I've always followed you, looked up to you as a man that's a few decades older than me. Into the same stuff, but more advanced in life, more successful. Like I look at, it's like all those things you said. It's that metal community. You see that there's a kinship almost instantly when you add the other stuff on as well. But I mean, I'm not surprised. I can imagine someone like James Hetfield coming across you and being like, "Hey, that guy's badass."
Right,
I could just imagine it. 100%. Don't tread on me.
Yeah, it's so freaking great. I love it, man. I am. Yep, 100% metalhead. But like I said, I do love to go back, 60s and 70s. I love it, man. Yeah, give me freaking Animals, Pink Floyd album, or the Who, freaking Who's Next, or whatever it is.
Did you ever get into Thin Lizzy?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thin Lizzy.
Because
I mean, you know what I love about Thin Lizzy is I think that's the one band that has the most. People have done the most covers of that band, especially metal bands.
Yeah.
There's so many people have done Thin Lizzy covers because they just write good songs.
I feel like it's really important for me to spread the Thin Lizzy gospel nowadays, because I feel like a lot of people that say the people who say that Metallica's era, they all looked up to and were inspired by Thin Lizzy, but now in the current crop, I feel like they don't probably get as much recognition as they deserve.
Right.
But I mean, if you listen to, because everyone thinks of, say, like Boys Are Back in Town, obviously
that's all they know. That's all they know.
Yeah, right.
They don't know.
But if you listen to some of their really their real heavy stuff, they've got some pioneering tracks. Mm-hmm. What's that song like? Is it Stone Cold Sober and Stone Cold Sweat running down the back of my neck, and the guitar solos in it and that, and is it something Thunder? Is it is it called something like? Can't remember it now. Heavy.
They do great. Heavy. Their deep tracks are the best ones, and a lot of bands are like that. I'm a Boys the Cult fan, but people know. Yes. What do the people know? They know I'm Burning for You and Don't Fear the Reaper. They don't know the Agents and Fortune album.
Yeah.
I mean, or those albums. Those were so good.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 100%. All these bands. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And you play drums and guitar, right?
Yes. Well, I jam.
Yeah.
I could fool people into thinking that I'm good, but I'm not. But
I saw. Did I see a video of you playing with your son?
Yes.
You were playing drums.
Open mic night at my local pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's I mean, man, you convinced me, man. I know some good drummers, man.
Well, the drumming, I have good fundamentals. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. I have an internal metronome. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good rhythm.
Yep. No, nothing. I can't. There's nothing flashy about it. Yep. Just
sure.
I could play a basic beat all night long.